Once again, you are warmly welcome to our class. In our today's class, we'll be discussing division of what? Whole numbers. How do we divide whole numbers? We'll be taking a series of examples to demonstrate how we can do what? Divide whole numbers. Please, we have two formulas we use in doing this, and we encourage you to please watch this video from beginning to the end and see how we carry out these operations. Now, for instance, we're having something like this. You are asked to divide. Let's say you have 414 divided by what? Divided by 3. Something like this. You are going to divide this. I can use short division method or the long division method to do this. First, let me use the short division method. This is saying 414 over what? Over 3. Now, what does this mean? How will I do this? This simply means you ask yourself, this is what 3? 3 here, 1. How many 3 do you have in 4? How many 3? This is 4. How many 3 do I have in 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many 3 do I have there? 1, 2, 3. It's just what? 1. Remainder 1. So it's 1, remainder 1. So I'll drop the 1 there. It becomes what? 11. How many 3 do I have in 11? Okay, that is what? That is 3. Remainder what? Remainder 2. How many 3 do I have in 20? It becomes what? 24. How many 3 do I have in 24? How many 3 do I have in 24? That will be what? That will be 8. So my answer will be what? 1, 3, 8. Again, let me explain something here. How do you know this? You can easily do something like your multiplication table. It's very important for you to know your multiplication table, because once you know your multiplication table, it will be very easy for you to know how many number you have in another number and then the remainder. Now let me quickly show you, like this example used now. For instance, I want to do this now. I can start with, let me say, 3 times, of course, 3 times 1 is what? 3. 3 times 2 is what? Is 6. 3 times 3 is what? 9. 3 times 4 is what? 12. 3 times 5 is what? Is 15. 3 times 6 is what? Is 18. Let me just stop here for now. Based on the question we ask, how many 3 do you have in 4? How many 3 do you have in 4? If you look at all these numbers you are seeing here, 4 falls in between 3 and 6. I can get 4 here because between 3 and 6, I can get 4, 4, 5, isn't it? So 4 falls here, 4 will be here. 4 is in between 3 and 6. So that is how I know that, okay, I have just what? I have 1. That is why we are seeing 1 here. Now, what will be the remainder? How will I get the remainder? I will not say whatever a number is minus 3, like 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3, that is how we go to what? 1 here. And after having 1, after getting the 1 here, we drop the 1, it becomes what? 11. We now ask again, how many 3 do you have in 11? If you look at what I'm having here, 11 is found here. I can get 11 in between 9 and 12. Between 9 and 12, we have what? 10, 11. So how many 3 do I have in 11 now? Is this number you are seeing here? 3. Okay? That is why we write down what? 3. What is the remainder? For me to get the remainder, I will say 11 minus what? 9. 11 minus 9 will give us 2. That is the 2 we dropped here, giving us what? 24 here. Now again, how many 3 do I have in 24? Okay, we can still move this further by saying 3 times 7 now. This is 21. 3 times 8. This gives us what? 24. 3 times 9. This gives us what? 27. 27. Okay. So now we now go again. We now check. How many 3 do you have in 24? If you look at this is 24. So how many 3 do I have in 24? So automatically the answer is just what? 8, because you can see there. That is how we got what? 8 here. So please, it's very important for you to use your word, your multiplication table. Know your multiplication table. You can try to write it out. Children, you can try to write it out so that you'll be able to do what? Get the right answer. So this is how we use the short method in dividing numbers. What about the long division? I can also use long division to do what? Answer this question. How do we do that? It's not difficult, very simple. So all I need to do is this. If I have 414 over what? 3, the numerator being what? 414 and the denominator being what? 3. What will I do? This is how you arrange this. Okay? I don't want to use big grammar that will confuse you. Simply do this. You see this one you haven't done here? Put it outside. You do this. You see this one you're having up here, that is the numerator, put it inside. Okay? Now let's go. We now divide. We now say, how many 3 do you have in 1? In 4, that is what? 1. So the first step is to do what? We're going to take note of what we are doing. So what is the first step? We divided first by saying, how many 3 do I have in 4? So the first step, you do what? You divide. Watch out what I'm going to fill on this box here. I'm going to fill some things. So the first step is to do what? To divide. Okay? So how many 3 do I have in 4? Is 1. You write the 1 there exactly on top of what? 4. 1. So what will be the next step? I'll multiply. 1 times 3 is what? Is 3. So what is the next step? Multiply. Okay? So after multiplying, what will be the next step now? We subtract. So I'm going to subtract now. 4 minus 3 is what? Is 1. Okay? 4 minus 3 is 1. So the next step is what? Subtract. So that's what I've done. 4 minus 3 is what? Is 1. How many 3 do I have in 1? It's not possible. So what do? I will bring down the next number you are seeing here. I'll bring it down. Use our arrow to show that I'm pulling this one down. I'll drop it here. It becomes what? 11. Again, we are going to follow this process again. So what are the process under long division? Divide, multiply, subtract. Divide, multiply, subtract. Okay? Whatever number that is given to you, just follow this process. You will get the answer. So what do we do now? We are going to repeat the process again. Now we've completed the first process now. So we're going to say 3 in 11. That means how many 3 do I have in 11? How many 3 do I have in 11? That is what? Is 3. Write the 3 here. Again, what do? We multiply. 3 times 3 is what? Is 9. So what is the next step? Subtract. So we subtract now. So 11 minus 9. This will give us what? 2. Okay, what do we do now? We still have a number here. What do? We pull it down again. That is what? 4. So what do we do next? We go back to the first step again, divide. So how many 3 do I have in 24? That is simply saying 24 divided by what? By 3. So use a simple so that you understand how many. So it's easier for you to understand. How many 3 do we have in 24 now? Is what? Is 8. Okay, it's 8. So write the 8 here. So what is the next step? We multiply. 8 times 3 is what? 24. So what is the next step? We subtract. So subtract. 4 minus 4 is 0. 2 minus 2 is what? 0. So therefore, 414 divided by 3 is equal to 138. That is it. Very simple. It's not difficult. Now, with what I've done on the board, go through this over and over again. Apply it in answering any question under what? Division of what? Whole number. The key thing you need is to do what? Remember your multiplication table. Remember how to know how many number you have in another number and how you can find them in your multiplication table. And then how to get the remainder. That is where you subtract. Okay? What you subtract from. This is one key. When you do that, it's very easy for you to do what? Answer questions using the short division method. Or you want to use the long division method, I've shown us the key here. That the key is what? You divide. After dividing, what do? What is the next step? You multiply. After multiply, what is the next step? You subtract. That is what you do until you get what? Zeros. Okay? When you get 0, that is the end. But sometimes we have reoccurring decimal. That means you keep on having what? Points. You see number continuing like that. Okay? So in such cases, what do? You can start at 2 decimal place, 3 decimal place, or depend on whatever the question requires us to do. So again, this is how we carry out operation under this. Now let me see. If you enjoy this video and you think you understand this, I'm going to give you 2 questions for you to go and try on your own. Solve it on your own. Follow this method and see that definitely you will get your answer. Now, for instance, you are giving something like 725 divided by 5. Go and divide this. This is your own work now. Go and do this. 725 divided by what? 5. Go and divide this one. Okay? Divide this. And then maybe you have 523 divided by 6. These 2 numbers. Go and do this on your own. Follow this method. Follow the steps that are given to you now. You'll find out that definitely you will be able to do or divide this number easily without any stress. And then remember to use your multiplication table. I'm using 3 multiplication table here because what I'm using here is what? Is 3. If it is 5, I will use 5. If it's 11, I'm going to use 11. Whatever it is. Just apply it. You find out that division of number is actually very, very simple. If If you enjoy what you have watched, we encourage you to please don't forget, click the like button, share our videos, and if you have not subscribed, endeavor to click the subscription button. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.